What is up, guys? And I'm NarendraTheComic, and right now we're going to be talking about something which people have been chatting. There's been whispers on the internet of this, and I'm just here to say no. Like, really basic stuff here. Nada no me no gusta, alright? And that is the fact that people are saying on the interwebs that Ant-Man and the Wasp is a bomb. Now, I don't know if the term bomb has different meanings now than it did a week ago or 5 years ago, but to me a bomb is a film that loses money, a significant amount of money. Like, a film might not break even, but it's not a bomb. The truth is, this film has already made money, it's just about probably profitable at this point, and it's only gonna make more money because it hasn't opened in a ton of territories. So if we look at the breakdown right now, Ant-Man and the Wasp has made about $400 million worldwide at this point. Not bad. I thought it might have done slightly better at this point, but still it's okay. And when you break down that number individually, cinemas will take about 35% of that number as their commission, essentially. So now you're left with about 120, 140. You're left with about 260 million. Now, of that, you have to include the budget, which apparently is between 130 and 160 million, somewhere in that range. So I'm gonna ballpark it and say 150. Now, if you look at this film, they didn't spend a ton of money on marketing. Not compared to Infinity War, not compared to Black Panther, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man Homecoming. They spent nothing on this film comparatively, I think. Just like they did with the first Ant-Man. So I think maybe they spent about 75 million on marketing this, because generally a normal film will be about 50% of the production budget will get put into a marketing budget. But for an Avengers, it's generally 100%. It's 1-to-1. For a Black Panther, it was probably close to 1-to-1 because of the amount they were marketing that film worldwide. They really spent a ton of money on that. With this, I think they really cheaped out. I mean, I don't think it's a bad reason. This film was never going to make $1 billion. So it was a good reason why they chose to not market this heavily. So if this film did use about 75 million in marketing costs, on top of the 150, the total budget for this film is about 225 million. And if you push that 230, now as I said, the film's earnings after the cinemas is 260 minus 230 is about 30 million. So the film is profitable at this moment. It's made about $30 million in raw profit. The question is, how much money is this film actually gonna make? And I think it's at 400 million now. The original Ant-Man made 520 million. Or 519, somewhere around there. I know my box office numbers. I'm, Collider Movie Talk, have me on. I'll be on the Schmodown. If there's box office numbers on the wheel, I'll take it. This film, I would think, is probably gonna land about 570. Maybe a bit higher if they get fortunate in some territories, but I don't see it really being able to have legs to make it much higher than that at this moment. But 570, just to put it in perspective, is huge on a $150 million budget. That's a lot of money. And where that money is essentially going to come from is China. The first Ant-Man made, for the film it made a fuck ton of money in China. I mean, the fact that it basically got to 100 million is crazy. Considering Black Panther also just about made 100 million. It's quite amazing that the first Ant-Man did that well in China. So I suspect it will do the same numbers, if not slightly more. So you just add 100 million straight onto the overall worldwide box office, you're at 500 million straight away now. In the UK, it's probably going to make it like 25. It's coming out today in the UK. I'm probably going to see it tomorrow. So it's probably going to make about 20, 25 here. So that's 525. It's still got Japan to open in. So maybe another 10. So that's 535. And then it's got a couple of other medium-sized territories. I think the biggest one of the rest of them was probably Poland. So it might make 3 or 4 there. So I think realistically, conservatively, I think the film will make 545 million by the end of its run. Optimistically, it could get to 580, but I'm going to ballpark it and say it's going to get to about 565, which isn't bad. Like I said, it's not a bad figure. It's going to make a shit ton of profit at the end of the day because of the low cost of producing the film and because of the low cost marketing it. And that's the real crux of it. What I'm saying is sometimes lower budget films can do proportionally better than other films. So just remember, guys, in the future, when it comes to this type of stuff, the budget is important, but then there's also the marketing budget. And those two together will give you the real figure of how much this film costs to make. So this film, just to clarify, is not a bomb. It's not. It's already made money. If it's made money, it can't be a bomb. It's just how it works. Maybe I should make another video on this. I don't know. Maybe with different examples of what actually bombs are. Because there are a lot of them. Even this year, there have been a few. And unfortunately, they've not been good films either, so that's just even worse. Hopefully this film is good anyway. Apparently it's decent, so I'm excited to see it. I didn't like Evangeline Lilly as in the first film. And apparently she has a lot more character development and isn't as whiny and annoying. So that's good to hear. So hopefully this film will be a banger. And yes, it may have made the least amount of money of an MCU film in quite a while. But that's just because how well MCU films do. So no, again, this film is not a bomb. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then Ant-Man himself is gonna come after you. Man, he might randomly be like, I'm Giant Man today. And he'll just squash on you. Or be like Ant-Man and give you a punch and it's like a bullet. And you don't want that, you really want to just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic. You have been great and I'll see you next time. Skadoosh.